What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Shoshimin series, this time with Season 2, Episode 1. I think it's Season 2 anyway, it might be Part 2. It really hasn't been awfully long since the first part, which I haven't rewatched in preparation. Didn't really feel like I needed to. I think I'm quite good memory-wise. We ended off the series with both Osai and Kobato actually kind of going their separate ways and figuring out kind of new relationships. So I'm looking forward to seeing where they're at with those. It kind of seemed quite promising for both of them where we did end off. It was a little bit sad, of course, that they're going their separate ways, but for their goals of becoming normal people, it kind of had to happen, I guess. Again, I kind of wonder how long that's going to last, considering we do have a season 2. But yeah, I really love season 1. I wouldn't say it was underrated, but it was just a show that I really enjoyed. Underrated for me, but I could maybe see how other people wouldn't like it as much. But yeah, I love the style, I love the mysteries. Oh yeah, I just thought it was awesome. So very happy that we got a season 2 so quickly. I'm not sure how long. Is Yorushika? Sounds very similar. I think it is. One of my favourites. But yeah, I think I'm not exactly sure where we end off, but close to the end was the whole kind of abduction. Yeah, it is. Awesome. Yeah, we had the abduction of Osai close to the end, which was ruthless. Gorgeous visuals here as well, as usual. I love Yorushika. Some of the best openings and endings in recent anime years. They're also very busy. Like you see them in a lot of stuff. Last season they done a couple of orb endings, Frieren, many more shows that I haven't even watched. They've been very busy the last couple of years, which I'm happy about. Sigumi. Yeah, I think the author of this has another series that's really loved by his fans, more so than this. So I probably like that quite a lot. Two, two cram schools, ridiculous. Doesn't sound too hard. think what he means is something more impressive. Kind of, yeah. A little bit of insight to the people behind the writing. That's nice. Why not? Well, who cares? It's for charity. That guy feels embarrassed now. He reacted that way about this guy wanting to include a charity in the paper. I mean, I know this isn't the same, but when I used to read Nana, I used to really enjoy reading the author notes. And pretty much everything I read, I've enjoyed reading the notes, the opinions of the author. So did she engineer this in some strange way? I forget that guy's name, but she obviously spoke to him about something. Almost a little. Like, I don't want to say this because it is quite cute and adorable, but it's also a little creepy. Osai, honestly, you know how dangerous and she can be. Almost like it's almost too good, if you know what I'm saying. Almost feels like there might be like something. I don't feel like there is something sinister behind it, but just because we have seen that side of her, it feels like that could be a possibility. I don't think it is, but I don't know. Hard to word. And stole a microwave. Did any of you guys ever used to watch really early days of YouTube? I never hear anyone talk about it. Really early days, there was this channel that just would put stuff in the microwave and it would like explode and stuff. Matsumude. Mode. Oh, Kabato. Or Joe. Joe. Okay. Oh, was that Osai? She almost feels like a pimp, if you know what I'm saying. It's so weird. Like, you'd think the cute small girl would be like that person in this relationship, but it really does feel like Osanai's like the dominator, if that makes sense. She is like, again, she's like some kind of pimp trying to like upgrade her boyfriend. I mean, I don't think they're boyfriend and girlfriend yet, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, she's trying to like mold him into something. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Weird. How do I feel about it? I think it's coming from a good place. It's just a bit scary. Like, how far is she willing to go to prop up this redhead? As I did say, it's been a few months, so the names are a bit of a myth, except for the main two characters. So apologies. One person behind all of these events. So interesting. Yeah, this is going to be different, isn't it? A mystery, not exactly involving Kabato and Osanai. I think it probably will eventually, but that is quite brutal. Destroy the reputation. Ow. Oh, well, I guess he kind of makes a good point here. I'm not sure how that would destroy the reputation of a high school newspaper. Surely that like that's always in the balance. Having high schoolers run a newspaper in general is always pretty risky, I guess. Though they are Japanese students, so less risky elsewhere. It's weird. His name kind of sounds like urinal, doesn't it? That is quite unfortunate. But yeah, it's one of those things. Like, will he? Obviously, Osanai wants to help him, but he seems like the type of guy that would like. I'm not sure he'd go raging or be super angry, but I don't think he'd be too happy to know like Osanai was setting up a lot of his progress in the background. If you know what I'm saying. Seems like a guy getting on wants to do stuff by himself and so on. Damn, her expression's changed. Hmm. Odd. Yeah, I mean, not the most sought after object to steal. So they set a fire to take attention away from the fact that they stole a hammer. Sorry, guys. Sniffly. Just had a nap. She just woke up after a nap after I played football. Sorry, guys. I do just have to rewind. I was yapping a bit. Like I said, a little bit sniffly after I just woke up from a nap. Had football earlier, so quite tired. It's one of those things, like you kind of expect the fire to be again, that's the main thing people have brought up, so it's a good again kind of attention seeking thing away from the hammer being stolen. But is it reverse intention where it's like yeah, this show's one of those shows that it's like you'd think that was the like the hammer being stolen was an important thing. I think it probably is, but then it actually turns out it wasn't. Abandoned bicycle. It's a shame that guy can't help out more often. He's pretty good. It kind of looks like it could be made from a hammer. It's a dangerous job, this. Okay, sticking your nose in criminal activity like this. And we saw with that girl that he spoke to before this handsome guy came along. Um, she really didn't want to get too involved and be questioned like that. Isn't it a little ridiculous to think that all these crimes? I mean, the fires I can understand, but is it not a little ridiculous to think these are all committed by the same person? There must be more to it that makes him think that. Do you reckon this is Osai committed all this? That would be hilarious. It wouldn't be awfully surprising. You know, she's not too adverse to criminal kind of activities. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me too much if she kind of set this up. I still don't think so. I don't think so. And like you end up like saying stuff like that. I feel like when you are a journalist, again, it reminds me a lot of Nightcrawler, which is a really awesome movie. You end up, imagine you would, because you kind of benefit off this. I mean, I know that high school students, so there is no monetary gain, but you end up hoping for crimes to happen, and that's just wrong, is it not? Do you not find anything wrong with hoping that there would be another crime committed so you could figure out more? But just the fact of hoping that something illegal and bad would happen to someone is quite a bad thing. Sorry, I've got like something on my nose right now. And yeah, like that movie. Again, slight spoilers here. Like it's been years since I watched it. I watched it when it came out, which is probably like 10 years ago now. But he like goes into like crime scenes and it like records illegal activities like actually going on during that time. Like he's a sick guy that he wants to be like first to the scoop and wants to get like the real details and such. And I can understand how you kind of lose your sense of ethics, perhaps is maybe not the right word, but again, like the fact that you're hoping for a crime to be committed is a bit questionable, isn't it? But that directly benefits you in your kind of pursuit and interrogation and yeah, mystery solving, doesn't it? So I can understand, yeah, we want another one to be committed so we can kind of confirm even more so that this might be the same person committing these crimes. I'm not sure how you can actually think that for certain right now, but that would help. But again, you kind of also think I don't really want anything bad to happen anymore. Hopefully this will be the end of it, but unlikely. Another fire. Off we go. Off we go. Inevitable. Uh. uh. Yeah, I mean, lovely texture, isn't he? Yeah, be a bit more expressive, bro. Come on. Like I said, do you think it's Osai setting all these little crimes up? I really wouldn't be awfully surprised. Again, kind of propping up her. Again, I don't know why I see her as like a pimp. Like pimp or something. Oh shit, is that the same van? Well, that adds even more so to the theory that it's her doing all this. It is, isn't it? It absolutely is. See, this is what I said earlier about the fact that like there's something a little sinister behind that cute ass face. Okay, see, I know her well. I know her too well. No, I don't, but yeah. Like I said, like part way through the episode, it just kind of occurred to me. Like, I mean, again, she's always got these kind of creepyish vibes. Again, I love her. What probably my favorite character from the show by far, and this being one of the reasons why. But it's just like she's got that little bit of evil in her. She's got that little bit of like she'd do anything to get her way. If you know what I'm saying, she would commit a bunch of crimes to prop up a guy that she is talking to and do what's best for him. Like, absolutely should do that. And yeah, I mean, I think it wasn't outwardly said there at the end, but I'm pretty sure it's very heavily implied. So that was that little devil. And again, there's something admirable about that, but there is also something very scary about that, isn't there? And that's one of the biggest things we took from season 1, honestly. She's a very scary girl. I'm not sure how many. I would like to see a video, honestly, about how many crimes she committed in that first season alone. I think it was at least like 6 or 7. Kind of a good song there as well. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really awesome first episode back. As I said, I really enjoyed this show. I wouldn't go as far to say it's like a guilty pleasure, because I don't think there's anything outwardly wrong or bad about this show. But again, it doesn't seem nearly as loved as as much as I like it. It's one of those anime. It's one of those ones where you like. For the most part, I think I have a pretty generic kind of taste in anime. Usually, the stuff I find really good and powerful is usually kind of universally kind of seen that way, and it's got like high ratings a lot of the time and such. But this is one of those, maybe a little bit like, maybe Higurashi is a wrong example, but Higurashi I really love, and that's not what like the highest ratings ever or anything. It's one of those ones where you see someone's like favorites, like you've watched all this and that's one of your favorites. I feel like this is my kind of one of those of just like, this is just a show I really love the visuals, love the characters, love the stories, love the mysteries. I think it's just because I'm a big mystery guy. I love my kind of suspense and mystery stuff and figuring things out like this and theorizing. As I said, just like building throughout the episode was the thought of Osanai's kind of involvement in this, and like, again, how far is she willing to go? Like the scenes with her, just almost like the crime is kind of just built up to like, you know what, yeah, maybe she is involved in setting all this up and so on. But who is she going to pin this on? Is a question I now have. Who is she setting up here? Is she setting up people involved with those girls that abducted her? I mean, she used sorry, I'm snotting a little bit here. She used the van that the girls used. So is she trying to set up even more people like to do with that whole situation? And like, because she's not going to lead it back to her. That would just be stupid. And yeah, as I said, I wonder what this redhead guy would actually think about her involvement. When I was talking about that, about him not being happy that she's like setting this up, I was talking about how she's setting up in like a legal way, talking to again, I forget the guy's name, but you know, the guy that kind of runs the newspaper stuff, who we saw a lot of in the first season. Like I said, apologies, I don't remember his name. I thought she was kind of setting up legally and kind of just putting things in places here and there at the start of the episode, and I don't think he would have liked that. So I wonder how he would react to her setting all this shit up. Like, yeah, it would be quite crazy if he did find out. And I'm kind of hoping he does, so you can see it. But yeah, awesome episode. Do let me know what you guys thought about this first one down in the comment section. Great to be back, and really interesting to see a mystery from the perspectives of people other than Osanai and Kabato as well. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like though, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. Apologies guys, I was a little bit sniffly and such, so yeah, apologies about that. Hopefully guys, hopefully I'll see you next week, and have a good rest of your day.